We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those.
Something big about to happen. I hear the beat tapping. We some fly rhyming felines rapping on the track. Better yet, grab a gat, cause we hot like Enzo. Doors closed, windows up, cause that's the way we like to ride. Windy City hitting. Check mic 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. What's up, y'all? And welcome back to another episode of Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Miss Hip Hop, aka Queen Star. And today, y'all, we have a very talented artist with us by the name of AP Sedition. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing good today. Doing good.
That's what's up. So AP Sedition, why don't you tell the listeners where you're from and how you like to get down in music?
I'm from Erie, PA, which is Erie, Pennsylvania. It's a small little city in Pennsylvania. Not a lot of people might not know about it, but you know, it is what it is. I think it's the 5th largest city in Pennsylvania, but I don't know how familiar people are with it, but Lake Erie pretty much summarizes where I'm from. But as far as the music, you know, I pretty much just pride myself on my lyricism and my diversity of sound. I just, you know, try to stand out from the crowd more or less, you know.
Exactly. And that's a good breakdown of how you get down in music. So
yeah.
I like to start off all my interviews with an icebreaker question for the artist. So you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So what would you do with 15 minutes of fame?
15 minutes of fame. See, that's circumstantial to me. It would depend on who exactly the fame is with, you know, who is watching, you know what I mean?
Right. That's true.
So, yeah, so like I could drop a really dope freestyle or, you know, spit like the best verse I have written down. It depends on who's watching. Like if we're talking about like Jay-Z, Eminem, you know, if it's a chance for them to work with me, I'm just gonna spit like, you know, like the best verse I could possibly, you know, think of in my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that, you know?
For sure, because your lyrics be making the mind do backflips, like trying to keep up and shit, you know?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
For sure. All right, man. So let's get to it. Let's talk about your rap name. Like, what inspired the name and what does it mean?
Well, the AP, those are my initials, like my government. Mm-hmm. So that's, of course, included. And then the Sedition, that came about through my cousin. He pretty much was just like brainstorming some names for me, because I actually went through a couple different rap names when I was younger, which will not be stated on here because they're pretty bad. pretty bad. That's just too much. But Sedition, basically the definition of that is kind of like more or less like a anarchy type of ordeal. So yeah,
like a rebel.
And my whole philosophy is to kind of go against the grain, you know, to be different. And, you know, I have a lot of different points of view on the world and the way the world works, government, etc., which doesn't really pertain to rap itself, but I try to incorporate it in the music a little bit. So, you know, it pretty much just summarizes my views of life in a way.
I like that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely like that. That name does fit you too, by the way.
Yeah, it rhymes with a lot of stuff too, so use it. Yeah.
That's because you rhyme a lot, but anyway.
I tried to.
Hell yeah. All right, so tell me a little bit more about your background and like what got you motivated to even start rapping.
Well, you know, it's kind of, there's a lot that goes into it. Growing up, I was always around hip hop music. My dad played a lot of soul music, a lot of R&B, a lot of old hip hop, and growing up, I was pretty much just around it. So it's kind of just like second nature to me. And then, you know, as I grew a little older, I started writing a lot, just not music necessarily, but just in general, just like little stories or whatever I could do. You know, I just wrote down my thoughts, and you know, as I got even older into my early teens, and I started, you know, in high school, I started hanging around different people who also were into rap, and they kind of got me into it a little bit. You know, I started freestyling, started battling, started going to different studios and seeing how the whole process works of recording and mixing and mastering and all that, and it just really interests me a lot. So, you know, I thought I might try it out and just see where it goes, you know.
Yeah, so basically what you're trying to say is rap found you.
More or less, yeah, I guess it did.
Yeah. So when you started off like just writing, jotting down things like little short stories per se, were some of them short stories like through poetry?
Yeah, you know, you could say that for sure. I would attempt to, you know, I was like a youngin' at the time, so I don't know if it's anything, you know, credible, you know, at this point. But then in the moment of it, yeah, I would definitely say so.
Okay, that's what's up. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, let's get straight to the music. I listened to your album called A Pitied Son, and you dropped that on February 29th. And let me say...
That is actually... Oh, that's actually an anagram for AP Sedition. I just wanted to put that out there. All those letters create AP Sedition, so that's how that title was created.
You said AP Sedition created... Oh, what was that word you used?
Oh, it's an anagram.
An anagram?
Yeah, so like all those letters, A Pitied Son, all those letters also create AP Sedition. So that's how that project was pretty much inspired.
Oh, wow. That shit crazy.
Yeah, I just had to say that because nobody's going to catch that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it flows so well.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you mean by like, yeah, sedition does rhyme with a lot of words.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, so like what influenced like the album covers artwork? Like, because I think it's really hot because it looks like a picture of you and your dad with both of your faces blurred out.
Yeah, so basically I had a bunch of songs, and I wanted to find the perfect project to use these specific songs that were they're dark, serious, and a lot about my life. And I'm like, okay, what project can I incorporate these songs into? And I had this picture of me and my dad for a while, and I'm like, you know what, this is a good album art picture, right? So I had the thought and idea of the project, and then I was just like thinking of a title. I'm like, what do I title this? So I started looking up anagrams for AP Sedition, you know, like what letters can be jumbled up to create a different name using AP Sedition, using those letters. And I came across A Pitied Son, and I'm like, this is perfect because, you know, my dad was somewhat of a black sheep in his life, you know, and I just recently had my son. So it's like, it's, you know, the son becomes the father, you know, so it's just kind of just all tied together. Just, you know, it kind of just came about like it was meant to be. And I blurred out the faces specifically just because, I don't know, it felt right to me to just blur it out a little bit. I don't know.
No, that was hella dope though. It represented a lot. You just blurring the faces out. I can't like explain why it was so cold or whatever, but that's like one of the pieces that drew me to your music, you know, because the album artwork is like everything, you know, it's like the representation of what's going on.
Yeah, so, definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so look, before we like dive deep into the music, let's talk about the sound. The sound of the album, it was incredible. Like, because I listened to not only the lyrics, but I listened to the beat behind it, and the way you work that beat, brother, is dope as hell. Like you're an amazing artist. You really are.
Thank you. Definitely. It took a lot of time, though.
I bet it did.
But yes, as far as the production, though, my close homie, his name is Ritesh Gupta. He is basically my producer. He is who I work with, my right hand man. And actually, I met him about 2.5 years ago. And to be honest with you, we have never met in person, but we talk every single day. And he lives in California. I live in Pennsylvania, so like 5 miles away from each other. And, you know, we plan on meeting in person, but we basically this is like a completely different story. But, you know, just to give like a short snippet of it, because he is very crucial to, you know, my sound, because he produces all my beats. He produced every beat on the A Pitied Son. You know, basically we started making music together, and we just, you know, formed like a chemistry, so to speak, that really sounds nice when it, you know, sounds well as far as collaboration purposes go. So I got to give a lot of credit to him as well for the, you know, success of the project and such.
Well, that was an amazing story that y'all, you know, the technology is so crazy. Like we have many people that we haven't met face to face yet we connect to them, you know?
Right.
And
yeah, it's amazing.
For you all to be working, you on the East Coast and he all the way on the West Coast, and y'all making music together. That shit is dope. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. So definitely have to, you know what I'm saying, get in his inbox and like, what's up, man?
Oh yeah, he's a cool dude. Yeah, and he's interesting to talk to. I actually did mention you to him as well, and he said he would be down, you know, to link up and things of that nature.
Dope. I can't wait to get in his head.
yeah, because he's a good producer, you know, and he also raps as well. He does rap, but he's new to the rap scene. He's very fresh, so he's still trying to get his style down pat, but he's very talented. He has a lot of potential with the rap shit.
Definitely. Okay, so let's get into your song. One of my favorite pieces, my favorite track has to be freaking Macy's Music. Okay.
Yeah, that song. Yeah.
Man, boy, this joint was definitely bringing some heat, and I was immediately drawn to it because of the lyrical content. So tell me, like, what was the creative process behind this song, and what do you want people to take away from it when they hear it?
So basically, there's a lot of behind the scenes talk to this song. So this song was not even created on purpose. This song was created on accident, to be honest with you. So a lot of the times, like, I'll freestyle. I would say like 70% of my music is freestyled, but then I have a lot of other writtens that I just randomly write. And for that song, I kind of pieced together a couple different writtens that I just had in the bag. And then I kind of just freestyled the rest to finish it off. That beat is heavily sampled. I know you heard the samples, right?
Oh, yeah, I definitely heard the damn samples.
Yeah, so Ritesh made that beat. And I'm like, you know, Ritesh, I need some, I need a beat that sounds like something that would be played in Macy's, you know? Because, I'm like, this is a Macy's. You hear this type of stuff in Macy's, you know? And I was trying to, like, attract a crowd, you know, more of a preppy pop type of crowd with that type of sound. But when Ritesh finished the beat, he put this crazy 808 and these crazy hi-hats in there, and it was a little faster pace. So I'm like, man, you know, I can't do any, you know, high, happy spirited type of music to this. I'm like, I just have to rap on this. So the whole idea of the song is, like, in the beginning, I'm like, you know, in this, you know, this formal preppy voice, I make Macy's music. Yeah. And then I'm like, nah, probably not. And then I just start rapping about some crazy shit, like, you know. So it's like, that's the concept of the song. Like, I'm trying to, you know, make Macy's music, but it's not going to work because it's not who I am, you know?
Exactly. I definitely got that vibe from it too.
Right.
I peeped the diversity and the samples and everything. This shit was just amazing to me. Like,
yeah, thank you.
Like, I'm never going to stop talking about this song. Like, I sat down with both my friends and my brothers, and they both agreed, like, dang, who was that dude? I'm like, exactly.
Yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate you showing it too. Like, it means a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a fan, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan.
Yeah, thank you.
For sure. I actually would love to play a snippet of the joint, and I would be honored if you introduced it on the show.
Definitely.
So introduce your song.
Yeah, AP Sedition. This is Macy's music off the album A Pitied Son.
Let's get it.
I make Macy's music. You will hear me in Macy's. Nah, probably not. Talking loud, put you in the ground. How they sound, they lost but never found. Can't stand me, get a stool. You a parasite, I see you in my stool, get through, never lose. I'ma shoot, leave a few shots in your crew, red dot, can't move. Problem, put a motherfucking bomb in your gas tank. When you want smoke, spank you with an ashtray. Really had a bad day, but I'm looking up now. Cut yourself off, I don't really give a fuck now. Shut the fuck up, you gon' do what now? We can tell you I get that crush now. Break your legs and come back when it's shut down. Keep your head for that souvenir. And I ain't sorry, I'm sorta like a sorta sick individual's mind. Tryna rip me off like a grape on a vine, but I'm fine like wine, cause I'm better at time. I load up Noah's Ark, got D.I. and Tony Stark. Spitting fire, you just bark. Kryptonite, if you Clark, not the plug, ain't no spark. We gon' find you when it's dark. Run your mouth, you can't walk, think you fly. Kill the fly, got the crack in the side. Skip your song like a rock. Spot you chicken pox, red dot for the op. If they plot it, we can plot. Dig your grave, that's the plot. All these little one-syllable words ruin your miserable world. Fueling my wisdom, I give them shivers, but still they gon' burn. Wicked, I'm breaking their property. Had an epiphany, they was not listening. Only hit me up, tryna love for a favor. Now I'm in the lead, see you trailing like a blazer. You scraping scraps up, I'm looking down, skyscraper. This Mike Myers with a jetpack, fuck a setback, better sit back. If your life was a new vehicle, bitch, bet I'll wreck that. Execution, no retribution, I set the standard for your next illusion. Pushing 30 years old, working fast food, fuck is wrong with you? Man, you should've stayed in school, man, you should've brushed your teeth, but now they rotting out. Your clothes ain't clean, and you sleeping on the couch. RTG.
All right, man. That was my favorite song, Macy's Music. Yes, AP Sedition up in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for making that song, because that, like I said, is in my playlist and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right. I respect that. Definitely. It's a short song though, so you could, have it on loop. You forget, like you think, oh, okay, the song's already over, and then you want to listen to it again.
And I think you did that on purpose, because I had it on repeat. Like I literally had the song on repeat, and I'm always the one to complain to artists like, "Hey, yo, that song was too short." Like, you know what I'm saying? But this
you got to run up the streams.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, you smart. That's good marketing.
Yeah, that's why I had to add it to the project. You know what I mean? Because like, all right, we got this song. It has a lot of streams on Spotify. That's because it's so short.
And that's because it's so hot and dope too. But yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So I like to end up all my musical segments with some fun questions for the artist. So AP Sedition, you ready, man?
I'm ready.
All right. Greatest rap album of all time.
In my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that's a tough one. Like my personal opinion, or like my objective or subjective. Like my favorite, my personal. I would have to say probably All Eyes on Me, Tupac.
I knew you was gonna say Tupac. Dude.
Yeah. You can't deny it.
You can't.
Yeah, there's some other ones that fit in that. I have a top 5 though. Like I would have to put the Eminem Show, Marshall Mathers LP, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kanye. That's a really good album. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan, and I know a lot of people probably won't like that, but
no, that's your opinion.
So,
that's okay.
So there's a lot of other albums I like though, but yeah, Tupac's album probably have to be at the top though. Yeah.
For sure, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite song you've ever written?
It's probably something that's unreleased.
Oh shit.
Most likely. I have like hundreds of songs sitting around, so it's kind of a problem.
That don't make no sense. You need to...
Well, see, I can't release too much because then it's gonna be a lot to try to promote. You know what I mean? So I gotta plan accordingly,
That's true. So you get you a real good solid team.
Foundation, yeah, because A Pitied Son, I wanted that to be like 20 tracks, but I only made it 10 for the purpose of trying to get everybody to hear every single song for what it is.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely dope. Okay. So last but not least, what's next for you in the upcoming months of 2020? Like, you got any music videos coming out?
Yes, definitely. I recently got a camera that finally can give me good quality. So yeah, I got some music videos planned out for sure. That's probably my main focus, is to get some really good music videos so people can put a face to the name.
Yeah, that's what's up. Because, like I said, visuals are everything too. Because people love to look at stuff and listen at the same time. They just like that. I guess
Oh,
it's just
definitely.
yeah. And you putting your face out there, getting more exposure. That's gonna be hella dope.
Right. And with the modern technology, I mean, you can get access. You can get an iPhone 11 and have 4K footage and look amazing. And you could do that by yourself.
Exactly. You gotta take the middleman out and kind of just do everything yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So tell everyone where they can find your music.
Well, you can find my music wherever you listen to music. Honestly, SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, Apple Music. Just type in AP Sedition. On my social media, I always keep a link in the bio, so it's always there.
Okay. Everybody out there, go check out right now, hit Spotify, wherever you listen to your music at, and check out A Pitied Son by AP Sedition. That's the shit right there for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
For sure. You're welcome. Thank you so much, AP Sedition, for blessing the mic today. And
Definitely.
for sure. And a very special thank you to all the donors of Speak Your Mind Radio, because without the show, without you, this show couldn't go on, kind of like a car with no gas. So if you guys would like to leave a donation for Speak Your Mind Radio, you can PayPal me at Miss Hip Hop 2020. That's MZ as in zebra, Hip Hop 2020. Buy me a cup of Joe if you enjoyed today's show. And thanks for tuning in, and see you all next week. Peace out and bless up.